Yeah, it's difficult to sort of say the composition of the team as of now for tomorrow's game. But having said that, he's done extremely well. Murali, I'm talking about. So I hope that it continues like that. But it was very magnanimous of Dan to sort of sit out, and that decision obviously he took himself, and that was a really good sort of a move. And especially as a player you could do that, but as a captain doing it was something brilliant, I would say. And the rest is, for everybody to come in place of somebody else and perform. That only shows the atmosphere of the team. And it's very positive, vibrant, and they really look forward for every game. I mean, he went in his position at number 5, and I don't think we could have pushed him earlier, because I think the 3rd wicket fell around the 12th over or something like that, I suppose, and that's when Tiwari walked in. So it was everything was as of as planned, and it also worked very well. AB, especially towards the end, is extremely effective with his pyrotechnics and stuff like that. I mean, he has got a great, I would say, a fantastic hand-eye coordination, and along with that, his feet moves extremely quickly. Okay. I mean, there are a few players whose hand-eye coordination is extremely good, but AB's feet movement along with that is amazing. It's amazing. So that's why he gets into a position, and even if he gets into a wrong position, he still manages to either a reverse sweep or a sweep. I mean, that's not possible unless and until you have got a very good feet movement as well. Illa now nale. Honestly, ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಟು ಗೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಮುಂಬೈ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಆವಾಗಲೇ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮುಂಬೈ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಡಿದ್ರು, ದ ಟೀಮ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ನು, ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ನಾಳೆ ನಾವು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಈ ಲೆವೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎರರ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಲೀವ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಡೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಬೌಲರ್ಸು. ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ ದಟ್ ಎ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಝ್ಯಾಕ್ ದಟ್ ಸಹೀರ್ ಖಾನ್ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಅವರು ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಹರ್ಷಲ್ ಪಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ವಿನಯ್ ಕುಮಾರೇ ಆಗಲಿ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಂಟಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಿನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು, ಒಂದು ಡ್ಯಾನಿ ವಾಸ್ ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಮುರಳೀಧರನ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಮುರಳೀಧರನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಗೇಲೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ದಿಲ್ಶಾನ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಪ್ಪಣ್ಣ ಆಗಲಿ, ಸೊ ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನೀವು ಪಿಚ್ನ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಅಡ್ಯಾಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Yes, there was a bit of a fitness issue, which I'm sure Evan Speechley, our physio, would be in a position to explain the depth of the fitness as far as Syed Mohammad is concerned. But as an assistant coach or a bowling coach, I would be very happy that I've got the backup for every aspect of the bowling. Okay, for an off spinner, I do have a couple of other guys, and also Dilshan will come in and Gail will come in as well. And for a left arm spinner, I've got a Syed for Dan, and for Syed and Dan, I've got an Aparna who is equally good. So in that way, I feel very happy that I've got the right backup. Yes, in talking about the business end, yes, it's important for us to just keep winning. That's the whole point. I don't think we can really look at the other teams, what they're doing and what should happen, blah blah blah. I think what's important as far as we are concerned is to keep winning. And I feel bowlers, though it is a batsman game, bowlers play a very important role. That every 10 runs that is saved makes a huge difference. Whether it's first 6 overs or whether it's last 4-5 overs, that's where normally the runs has been leaking. not just with our franchise. If you look at the game which we played against DC here in Bangalore, AB took on Stain, which went for 23 overs. It's not just about our bowling. It's the whole bowling department in this IPL. But wherever the bowlers have done well, we have always been in a good position to either chase or to defend. Yeah, talking about Mithun, there is a slight technical issue which we have been addressing. But since it is, the games are coming very quickly, and every second day or a third day we are playing a match, this is not the time to sort of work on any technical aspect of the game, because we don't know when he might have to play. Okay, because you got to keep everybody in a game mode basically. So we have been talking. I have been talking to him of that one point in this technical aspect, which he is also working, and I'm sure he would be a better bowler. But otherwise, his confidence, we are keeping the confidence of everyone, and especially talking about Mithun, pretty good. No, it's about the front arm. That's a non-bowling arm. Yeah, non-bowling arm, to be very honest, it just opens out, and hence he tends to push the ball for a right-hand batsman towards middle and leg, and at times it just goes down the leg side. And to compensate that, the next ball would be bowling on the fourth stump or the fifth stump, trying to get the ball back in, but that particular ball straightens up where there is a width for the right-hand batsman to cut that ball. So it's highly mental, okay. But if he can sort that out technically, he should be fine mentally as well. He would be better state of mind. Yeah, it took some time. You're absolutely right. I think we were talking a lot about it, and we were talking about the lengths that we have been bowling, and the lines that we have been bowling, and what would be the ideal line and length. So we were having a discussion, and obviously then finally everyone felt that a good ball is a good ball, whether it's a 3-day game or a 1-day game or a T20. Okay, so if he misses, I hit. That's it. So obviously we are talking about bowling wicket to wicket, and slightly on the fuller side instead of being shorter. So if I can give an example of the game which we played against Punjab Kings 11 here, there was a fair bit of help from the pitch, and we were on the shorter side, and Mandeep Singh, who took the game away from us, playing those pull shots. So that shows the lengths we were bowling, and then we addressed that issue. We have been talking about that issue, but then to convince the bowlers took some time. But then it was amazing that they learned from their mistakes, and I just hope that they look to bowl those lengths. But again, it depends from pitch to pitch. That's why it's important. One is to hit the length, and to understand what is the right length, you need to understand the pitch on that given day, and then adapt accordingly. Yes, you do plan for every batsman, but also you need to have or you need to stick to your own strength. We cannot just go outside your strength and do something different. We don't want anything extraordinary. We just need to understand the basics and stuff like that, and just work on that, and also understand our strengths, and just stick to that. It's controversial. For me, chucking is a chucking. Whether it's IPL or Test cricket or Ranji Trophy or One Day International or whatever it is. I think we need to bring in a pretty strong rules and regulations, I feel. Now you might ask me about the 15-degree rule. Well, I don't know. I'm not very sure. I think I don't really agree to this 15 degrees at all. Yeah, and if somebody chucks, he chucks. Why it has to be 15 degrees or until 15 degrees that he should be allowed? Why is that? So that's what I've been asking question to myself. Well, there are concerned authorities, and obviously they know best, and in fact I'm sure the committee consists of some very good and top players in international cricket, so there should be a reason. But if you ask me personally, I feel chucking is a chucking. Simple. Just addressing the last point of your question about Virat Kohli's leadership, I think he's been very vibrant on the field. and he's taking key positions in the fielding on the field as well. It's not just because he's a captain, he needs to be stay in the 30-yard circle. He's been going to key positions like long on and mid wickets and stuff like that, and he's been and he's shown that he's ready to take on the responsibility on the field, and also his bowling changes has been fantastic, and in the last three games or so. The bowling changes that he has done, and he's somebody who is ready to listen to in terms of what the what the coaches are talking about in terms of the bowling bowling lineup or the bowling changes and so on. And that sort of thing. And just coming to your first half of the question about taking one game at a time, I think it is important that we take one game at a time. And the Mumbai Indians or any other team, I think it's every single team is equally good in this year's IPL. So I was not aware of this statistics that you just told me about ours against Mumbai Indians at home. But I mean, if that was the case, I'm sure we would like to change that tomorrow.